Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Telebeauty Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. And thank you for those of you who've been booking readings with me. It is truly appreciated, okay? So guys, your girl's Patreon channel is up and running. So if you would like to support your girl, you'll be able to find a link in the description box below. I do post 2 exclusive videos per week, so go check it out if you feel called to. So guys, before we dive in, if you've been loving the energy here, I have created a collection of spiritual ebooks and printable workbooks to help you along your journey. From manifestation rituals to love journal prompts, these tools are designed to help you align, heal, and rise. You'll be able to find a link in the description box below or on my Patreon channel under the shop tab. So guys, this is going to be a collective reading, so there are no piles. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? So this video is going to be about how are you being perceived right now, okay? I'm getting like a lot of people are talking about you. A lot of people are like in your energy. It could be like new people because I feel like maybe you're in a new environment. And it could be like a work environment, school, neighborhood, but it's something new. It's like a brand new area, brand new energy, brand new people, or you are about to meet new people, but you're definitely being perceived in a way that you may not really expect, like that. Okay, this is what I'm getting here with this energy. Like, I don't feel like people are perceiving you in a negative way. I'm not getting that. I'm getting like more people are, I heard, astonished by you, shocked, like tower energy. Okay, maybe something about you has been revealed to certain people and now their perception of you has changed. Okay, so how are you being perceived right now? We have the Four of Cups. Okay, so there could be somebody in your energy that is kind of like disappointed, not disappointed in you, but it could be like disappointed in themselves because of how they perceived you, how they initially judged you. So this is somebody who had preconceived notions about you, and now they're realizing a little too late that they misjudged you, or they could have had an opportunity to get to know you on a deeper level, or be your friend, or even like work with you, collaborate with you, and this person decided to pretty much like misjudge you based on their own perception or their own biases or their own prejudices or discrimination. Okay, so how are you being perceived? We have the Moon card. Okay, so you're definitely an enigma with the Moon card because there's many layers to you. You're definitely being perceived as a mystery, a puzzle to be solved. Somebody is like intrigued by you with the Moon card. This is somebody who has taken an interest in you. It doesn't necessarily have to be love. It could be like even partnership. Somebody who's intrigued by you, intrigued by what they find out about you, and they want to know more. How are you being perceived right now? Yeah, see the Moon card. Definitely you're being perceived as a mystery. Like they're having a hard time reconciling what they know and what they perceived initially. Okay, like I feel like there's some sort of like information or new downloads or something that happened recently that now has somebody like reconsidering what they thought of you or how they're going to treat you. How are you being perceived right now? Yeah, we have the Two of Wands. You're definitely being perceived as a visionary, somebody who takes action, somebody who has amazing ideas, somebody who's cultured with the Two of Wands. How are you being perceived right now? Yeah, we have the World card, somebody who's accomplished. Yeah, I feel like somebody may have underestimated your abilities, may have underestimated your competence, and they're realizing that you're a lot more competent than they give you credit for. This is somebody who may have like cataloged you in a specific category, and they're like, yeah, this person's like this that, but then you don't fit that category, and now this person's like reconsidering all their like their ideas of you. Okay, so how are you being perceived? How are you being perceived? Yeah, we have the Fool card. You're definitely being perceived as like unexpected with the Fool card. Like you're totally unexpected, like a clean slate, like because the Fool is Uranus energy, so it's unexpected, unconventional, different. Okay, walking to the beat of your own drum. So with that energy, with the Fool energy, how you're being perceived right now, you're being perceived as somebody who is like, I heard breathtaking, like just different, a breath of fresh air, different. There's something about you that's unconventional. Somebody was trying to fit you in a box because of either your culture, your looks, your sex. So if you're a woman or a man, they may have like prejudged you based on these things, like your race, your ethnicity, your sex, maybe your age as well. Maybe they thought like maybe you were younger, more naive or something, or maybe they thought you were older and incompetent. Like there's something that this person was judging you harshly on, which was unfair. Okay, but now they're taking, it's like now they're taking it back, but it's like a little bit too late, because I feel like you may have picked up on that energy from this person and you kind of distance yourself from them, but now they're realizing it's like they can't take it back. So it's like they already lost their chance with the Four of Cups. How are you being perceived right now? Yeah, Ace of Wands. You're definitely being perceived as somebody who's extremely passionate, creative, bold, adventurous. Okay, like extremely competent with the Ace of Wands, very creative. Okay, so how are you being perceived? Yeah, this person misjudged you, I'm telling you. With the Judgment card, you're definitely being perceived as somebody who is a great judge of character, somebody who's wise beyond your years, a lot of understanding, a lot of experience under your belt. Regardless of your age, you are a wise person. Regardless if you're in your 20s or you are in your 50s, you are wise beyond your years. With the Judgment card, you have a lot of wealth of knowledge and experience under your belt. Okay, with the Judgment card, you're extremely wise. Okay, so how are you being perceived? How are you being perceived? We have the Knight of Cups. Very charming. Yeah, like compassionate with the Knight of Cups. You have certain people like that are very fond of you with the Knight of Cups, that you may not even know that they're fond of you, but they're deeply fond of you with the Knight of Cups. Okay, they just don't let it show, but they perceive you as somebody who is a pleasure to be around. Okay, with the Knight of Cups, how are you being perceived? Yeah, Six of Swords. You're being perceived as somebody who is like calm, cool, and collected. You don't really look for trouble. You're not somebody who likes to argue or get involved into people's drama. You're a peaceful individual. Okay, you let things, not that you let things slide, it's not really that, but it's just like there's certain things that you don't really need to address. Some stuff it's like, okay, whatever. Like if somebody behaves in a certain way, you just like let them be who they are, right? You're not gonna try to go back and forth with them. You're just gonna let them be. If that's who they are, that's who they are. But you're not gonna engage in unnecessary back and forth with the Six of Swords. How are you being perceived? Yeah, we have the Hangman, Pisces energy. We have Pisces twice. We have Cancer. Yeah, like you're definitely being perceived as somebody who thinks outside the box. Somebody who does not hold on to things, like you don't hold grudges. You see things differently. With the Hangman, you bring fresh new perspective. How are you being perceived? We have the Page of Swords. Okay, and like extremely observant with the Page of Swords. Really quick on your feet, very sharp, witty. That's how you're being perceived. Yeah, this is somebody who may have like underestimated your competence. And now they're seeing that you're a lot sharper, a lot smarter than they give you credit for. How are you being perceived? How are you being perceived? Four of Pentacles. As a grounded individual, very cautious, prudent with the Four of Pentacles. You're not easily accessible. That's how you're being perceived right now. Like maybe this person thought that you were standoffish or like emotionally distant, but really you were just protecting yourself because you knew what you had was valuable. So you're not just going to give it to anybody just because they want it, right? So you're going to be very selective with who you interact with. So you're very selective. So how you being perceived? Yeah, Six of Cups, purity, innocence. You're definitely being perceived as somebody who's genuine. Like your feelings are genuine. Like if you connect with somebody, there's no ulterior motives. Like, you're not trying to connect with the person because you want something from them. You're trying to connect with them because you actually genuinely like them and you want to get to know them on a deeper level. You're genuine in your approach. Somebody's perceiving you like that, but maybe before they may have thought like you had ulterior motives because they thought that of you because that's how they are. They were projecting onto you who they actually are because they have ulterior motives. So they think that you had ulterior motives. So they were treating you like you were the bad guy or something. But in actuality, it was them. Okay. How are you being perceived? Ooh, bounce. You're definitely being perceived as a leader, a natural born leader. That could have been what was intimidating to this person or this group of people, because some of you could be like a group of people that felt like that towards you. But with the emperor, how you're being perceived right now is that you are a natural born leader. You could be an Aries here, don't have to be, but you have natural leadership qualities. You take charge. Okay, you take initiative. You're somebody who is a great leader. Okay, even if you don't have the title, you have the leadership qualities, you have the leadership skills. Okay, with the emperor, and you're the type of person that goes like, whenever you have your mind made up on a task or a certain projects, you get things done with the emperor. And this is how you're being perceived right now. Okay, you're being perceived as a natural born leader. So this person could be like maybe insecure about that, your leadership qualities. Okay, they could be yeah, intimidated by that. Okay, so how are you being perceived right now? Yeah, 3 of Cups. Yeah, like you definitely have good vibes for sure. They definitely perceive you as somebody who has good vibes, but you're cautious about who you share your energy with. You're very selective. And that could have been something that this person may have felt like, maybe they felt like rejected by you being like selective, because it's just like you want to trust the people before you let them in. And that's a normal, like healthy behavior to have. You can't just like, let anybody in. Okay, you have to vet people out to, make sure that their intentions for you are pure. You don't want somebody to come and sabotage your life or sabotage what you built just because, like, you want to be friendly and open. No, like, and this is what this person is realizing, or these people are realizing, that you're a good sport, I heard. Okay, but you're selective. How are you being perceived right now? Just one card, please, Spirit. How are you being perceived? Yeah, 6 of Swords again. Yeah, you're definitely not the one to argue or to continue the back and forth. You said what you said, and you're gonna sit on that. Like, you're gonna stand on that. You said what you said. If you establish a boundary with the 4 of Pentacles, you stick with that boundary. You're not gonna like argue with people. No, if they don't like it, that's their problem. You're gonna keep it pushing. And somebody's perceiving you like that, like you're stern. When you make up your mind about something, you're not gonna budge. People cannot emotionally manipulate you. They cannot, like, try to make you feel bad, guilt trip you, shame you. It doesn't work with you. Like, you're not gonna do that. And that's what somebody is realizing or perceiving you as. Like, like you have strong convictions with the Emperor here, and you stay true to yourself. You stay true to who you are. You're not going to let anyone or anything trying to deter you from what you know is true for you. Okay, so how are you being perceived right now? Yeah, we have the Hermit card. You're wise beyond your years. You could be a Virgo here, don't have to be. Yeah, but you're extremely wise. Maybe you prefer to be alone with the Hermit card. You don't mind solitude. You like to keep to yourself. You mind your own business. You're not all up in the mix. You're definitely wise beyond your years. Maybe, like, I feel like some of you could work in service. Woo! Bounce! The Emperor again! What? Yes, that's how you're being perceived. We have the Emperor twice. You're sitting on your throne. You command respect without being forceful or without being a bully. Like, and the way that you command that respect is by staying true to yourself. You don't care how many people don't like it. They could fight all they want. They could chat all they want. You're going to sit on that and you're going to stand on business. And this is what I'm getting here. You're not going to budge. And that's how you're being perceived right now. Some people, they may not really like that about you. They want to be able to affect your emotions or make you reconsider your decisions whenever you make a decision about something, because the Emperor takes charge, right? So they may have like thought that you're malleable, like, they can bend your will, but they're realizing that they cannot. With the Emperor being here twice, they're realizing this. That's why somebody is like in the 4 of Cups like energy. They're kind of sad. How are you being perceived? No, that's too many cards. How are you being perceived right now? Just one card, please, Spirit. We have the King of Cups. You're not only are you book smart, you're street smart with the King of Cups. You're emotionally intelligent. That's why people cannot pull the wool over your eyes. You know when people are like, trying to be emotionally manipulative, or they're trying to gaslight you, trying to shame you, trying to do things to make you question your authority or question yourself or question your values. Okay, you know what you stand for and you know what you're not going to stand for, and you sit on that, like you stand 10 toes down on that, like you don't budge. We have the Hermit again. Wow. Okay, the Emperor and the Hermit came out twice. So Virgo, Aries energy, you may have both in your chart, maybe prominently, or you may have like very strong Mars placements or mercurial placements. You're a great communicator. You're somebody who is very centered with the Hermit card. Maybe like I feel like you, like I said, you prefer to be alone. There's something about you liking your own company, being in your own company, that may rattle certain people. They may think, like, they may have initially perceived you as like a snob because you don't really like to be around a lot of people, but you're really selective, and that's how you're being perceived right now. That's why their perception of you has changed, is because they were like projecting onto you, and they may have felt like rejected by you because you didn't want to chill with them, you didn't want to hang with them. And it's like, okay, well, you don't have to chill with everybody, you don't have to be friends with everybody. Like, you're not for everybody, and that's okay. Like, you're not everybody's cup of tea, and you're not supposed to be. Okay, so you're not a freebie. What the heck? How are you being perceived right now? How are you being perceived right now? Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, like you're generous, you're very giving. It doesn't have to be monetary, but it could even be like act of service, because Six of Pentacles is like Virgo energy, and we have Virgo here twice. So act of service, you're very charitable individual. When you give because you want to. There's no strings attached, and that's how you're being perceived right now. Like I said, maybe somebody may have thought you had ulterior motives because that's how they operate, so they were like projecting onto you how they truly feel, right? How are you being perceived? Just one card, please, Spirit. How are you being perceived? We have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, practical, reliable with the Page of Pentacles. Like, you're definitely being perceived as somebody who is grounded. Okay, you're building something from scratch. Reliable. Okay, dependable energy. Maybe you're starting something new with the Page of Pentacles. Like, you started something. Wow, Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Emperor came out twice, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, like you're guarded. That's how you're being perceived right now. But they, like, people that are perceiving you like that are starting to understand why you are like that. You have something precious to preserve. Okay, you have something precious to protect. You have a wealth of knowledge. Okay, you have a lot to give, a lot to offer, and you're not just gonna give it to just people because they want it. No, they have to earn it. They have to earn your trust, and that's how you operate. And this is what I'm getting here, and that's how you're being perceived right now. You learn from your mistakes with the Hermit, with the Judgment card. You're not going to continue the same cycle over and over just because somebody wants you to. You're not going to do that. You're wiser than that now. Okay, so that's all I have for the collective. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.